last any longer. It is time we get back to the action at hand. So, obviously, a small adjustment to our schedule due to, teams that are present versus teams that are not present. So, therefore, we are going in to our 6th game of the night. We'll come back to our 5th game later, but for now, we're going to be doing Never on Target versus iBUYPOWER Cosmic.
Wow, what can I say? I'm very hyped for this matchup, and I think I've stated as much before when we talked about it extensively. This is going to be a good one. Really good one, and I'm curious to see whether iBUYPOWER Cosmics going to continue to flex their muscles like they did last week. And they're going to drop a match or 2 or 3 or 4 to Never on Target.
They're going to have a harder time, that's for sure. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, they do have a track record of beating Not recently, fairly recently. So they do have a win over them during the IRCL, a 3-1 series that went in their favor. So now it's obviously a 5-game set, so they still have to play a full 5 games. Could go 4-1 in their favor, 3-2, or maybe Not's going to come back and squeeze this out. But, I mean, all in all, it's going to be an incredibly interesting matchup. I don't expect this to go beyond 3-2. I expect that to be the series score by the end of this. So, I am just ready.
Yeah. Me too. I'm certainly ready as well. And so are the players. And we are already in the lobby, it seems, with the players joining in. And the first map chosen by the teams is actually going to be Wasteland. So we're going to start it off with a bit of unconventional. Although going by Pro League standards, we have seen Wasteland in pretty much every series so far, except the last one. So by now, I think it's a staple. Wasteland, though.
Yeah, that Wasteland, though.
That Wasteland, though, always a variable, always an unknown. And here we go. Game is on for 10 seconds already, and it's going to be Never on Target on blue side, and iBUYPOWER Cosmic on the orange side.
Fun little fact about Wasteland, it was an NA monthly final not too long ago that saw IBP Cosmic lose to Not in a series that was on Wasteland. So they've got a track record of beating them here on this map, and it could be a great way for them to start the series. And apparently, right now, the team has been sponsored by JamesBot. That appears to be the case here.
Wow. But, how much did you drop on that, JamesBot? How could you stab us in the back like that? Gibbs with the first goal of the game, 45 seconds in.
All that money, and it turns out that Gibbs is the one who opens up the scoring, so you don't even get it in the big letters all across the screen. Oh, it's too bad.
Well, certainly, I mean, there can never be enough JamesBot. I certainly agree with that. So there's a little bit of JamesBot in all of us. First goal for Cosmic. Kronovi not getting the clear the way he wanted it to. Gibbs going to try again and actually intercept the shot from Classics before it goes in. Here comes Hot Cheese trying to get some setup for Classics going, and Classics actually knocking it out of the way for low 5 here.
I have to presume that's Kyle Mass.
Yeah, probably.
Who is taking on the role of Hot Cheese. But in any event, looks like Never on Target, Team Not, putting together a nice little assault right here.
Yeah, they are indeed. Still down 1 goal, but they're certainly doing their part in trying to change that. With another nice play off the wall here from low 5. Tries to set it up for someone. Kyle tries to go for it. Sad Jr. now getting it past low 5, and Kyle Classics is the hurdle he fails at. He still gets a shot for his scoreboard, and low 5 winning out that aerial battle. Classics going with a shot on target. Gibbs, though, clearing it.
Yep, Gibbs, big defensive machine, ends up turning that aside. That is his big role to fill here on Cosmic, and he does so exceptionally. Now it's just a matter of seeing if we get that offensive setup that we usually do between Sad Jr. and Kronovi, which I'd be a little surprised if we didn't.
Yeah, me too. They show up pretty much every single game they play. They have been such a solid team for so long. Kronovi with an aerial shot. Classics picks it up in the air, bounces it just a little bit further out of the danger zone. But with Gibbs always there to reliably keep both the defense clear and also sometimes set up offensive play, playing a bit more aggressively, I think Sad Jr. and Kronovi have all the space they need. With a player like Gibbs in their team and low 5, getting that touch very crucial, would have gone in otherwise.
And so far, so good. I mean, we're seeing some very nice defense out of Team Not, but the problem is that there's a lot of offensive attacks coming for Cosmic here. and it's going to outweigh it eventually. And, you know, like you said with the stone in the wall, and like I've said constantly, the more and more shots you put on net, something is bound to give, and you can't really let those setups happen all the time.
Classics winning out the ball control game there against Kronovi and Sad Jr. Keeping the ball on the orange side of the field. It's certainly Cosmic that have to deal with more aggression here right now, but they are doing a good job at defending any kind of offensive movements that Never on Target make here. And we see Kronovi trying to get it through to the wall. Sad Jr. getting taken out of the midfield by Kyle, who then goes back home for a very crucial save. Sad Jr. snatching that ball away. It's going to bounce off. Will he get the after shot? Yes, he will! It bounces off the frame and into the goal.
Sad Jr. owns this shot the whole time, fights for it in center, pitches it to the net, and then gets a full goal range redirection there. Puts it in the far corner. Just a beautiful shot there on point for Sad Jr. Gets that lead extended to 2.
Yep, but Never on Target certainly showing a lot of promise here with their offensive plays. They have certainly put the pressure on Cosmic for large parts of this game, but they are just too good when it comes to defense. And then they get the counter play, getting a ball past the defensive line of Never on Target, bouncing it off the backboard and then putting it in. That's the 2 goals we've seen from them so far.
Yeah,
they
from
are
what
in
I've
the lead
heard,
right now.
Cosmic...
Great shot from Kyle, though. Kronovi blocks it. And we're going to see an attempt from Classics to get it, but Sad Jr. with the aerial.
Yeah, good fight there in front of the net. And from what I've seen here for Cosmic, they put in a lot of work to practice some time on Wasteland because it has that slight variance. But Kyle, hot cheese, melting all over Cosmic right now. Set up out of the corner.
Wow. Everyone from Cosmic going for that.
Yeah, that was a good threading of the needle. And it ends up giving them a goal finally.
Well done by Hot Cheese. Kyle Cheese, Hot Kyle, Hot Kyle. Let's go with Hot Kyle. Low 5. To the side.
Team Not again sponsored by GoJamesBotGo apparently. So follow JamesBot on Twitter at GoJamesBotGo.
And follow Shoutfist. Follow all of us.
Oh yes. There's a lot of following you need to do if you're a fan of Rocket League and you have Twitter.
Yeah,
if you're not following...
True fans of Rocket League follow everyone. Most of all me, though. And Shoutfist, of course. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Classic with a shot on target. Kind of counteracting his team's name there. Low 5. Going with the upside-down aerial to keep the ball in play. Sad Jr. with a great wall hit. Nobody in position to really take it on, though. Now Classics putting it up in the air again. 10 seconds left here for Never on Target to try and even this game back up. They're going to start a last assault on the goal. Classics going to try to put it in place for someone, but Cosmic's defense just too strong. So this first game of the series, with almost a buzzer beater, will go to Cosmic.
Yeah, just, you know, it was a very close game, all in all, of course, and which I think a lot of us expected out of that set. And just a really good, really good way to go. So, Sad Jr. wants to choose maps that aren't even in the game, even Utopia Stormy. Everything Stormy.
Well, there's an idea right there, Psionics. Utopia Stormy. That's, I'd love to play on that.
Yeah, but no. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be some new maps coming very, very soon, but yeah, for now, it's what I like about these Pro League games is that there's always this, you know, a variety of maps and different options every single set. So you're never stuck just looking at the same environment. And spices things up a bit.
We are back to regulation maps for Game 2 here in Mannfield Stormy Stadium with Sad Jr. immediately, 5 seconds in, winning control of the ball, putting it in, nobody home.
Sad Jr. just takes advantage of this, takes away that pass upfield, and then just follows the play up off the wall with a nice little double tap. Takes care of business. I mean, that's just fundamental goal scoring right there. Nothing too flashy, nothing too fancy.
Yep, just solid play, which is what we do expect coming in here from Cosmic. Low 5 going to try to go for that wall hit, doesn't get it. Sad Jr. putting them all up in the air. Classics getting a shot on target off, going to bounce off the backboard. Will anyone be there to pull it in, though? Low 5 did try, but it was saved by Gibbs. He threw himself in the path of the ball, and now we see a cheeky little attempt coming in from Low 5. Who again put a shot on target right there. Sad Jr. winning out control, putting it past everyone, pinching it against the wall, and in it goes.
Once again, Sad Jr. Now, Kronovi's going to get the assist on this one, but Sad Jr. tracks it the rest of the way and just forces it in there. Maintains pressure on the ball, puts his second goal up. And there you have it.
We have it indeed 2-0. 30 seconds into this match. Last one certainly looked a bit closer, but there's still a lot of time left. Kyle going to try with a wall hit. Low five with a great position to go for it, but Sad Jr. was there to get the block. Classic's going to try to get another one off. Rebounds off. Low five trying to get another flick in there, but Gibbs saw it coming. Blocked it away. Solid defensive play again from Cosmic. They are certainly boarding their goal up.
Yeah, it's all they really have to do at this point, because Knott's having a difficult time living up to their name, having a difficult time finding those on-target shots to really give them a challenge on net. And Sad Jr., though, he's been kind of running the show here for Cosmic. Both goals credited to his favor. He's one of those guys who sometimes tends to get overlooked when it comes to people who talk about Cosmic. You know, a lot of people talk Kronovi, Gibbs the defender, but Sad's always been that big playmaker.
He has. I do think lots of people give credit to Kronovi and Sad Jr., the offensive duo. In my experience, it's always been Gibbs that's been overlooked on that team, because I think he's one of the most consistent players in the entire game. But enough showering Cosmic in praise. Never on Target is also a great team. Classics is known for his flashy aerial shots, but not only flash, but also consistent. Here comes Kyle with an opportunity. Stuffs it past Kronovi, but not enough momentum. But Classics, just as we speak about him, takes initiative, puts it in.
Look at this 50-50 fight up in the air. Kyle wins that, and then Classics just gets the far angle shot there to put that goal away. Brute force goal scoring on the part of Team Knott right there.
That's about brute force as it gets indeed. They got through the wall while it was still standing. Whoa! Kyle getting a very cheeky redirect with a lot of power.
Immediately. Big kickoff pinch sends it all the way down, and Kyle tracks it the whole way. Sends it right back in there. Flamin' hot cheese. Puts away a tying goal. Big result there for Knott.
Perfect. Right there for Never on Target. Evening the game back up to 2-2. And here comes Lo-Fi with another shot on target. Sad Jr. was in place, though, not too hard to save that one. Hot Cheese, will he get another hot goal off? Lo-Fi with a redirect, bounces off the crossbar right there. Kronovi gets blown up. That's one defensive player less, but Gibbs quickly takes initiative and control of the ball, waiting for Kronovi to respawn, who is now back on the field. Drives up the wall, waiting, anticipating that wall hit coming in from Never on Target. Hot Cheese almost got the redirect that he was looking for, but in the end, Sad Jr. was there in time to get the block. But lots of offensive pressure again coming in from Never on Target.
Yeah, they are coming in relentlessly. I mean, the amount of pressure they're putting on point here is pretty ridiculous, and those two back-to-back goals have definitely forced Cosmic to play a little more defensively, a little carefully, and I don't think they've had any offensive chances here since those two goals came in. It's been the Knott show.
The Knott show. Not show cheese, not show hot cheese.
Now
I see what they did.
I got it.
Yep.
They were hoping I would make that statement.
Kronovi blowing up Classic. Oh, you are predictable, baby. Kronovi!
Oh.
Okay, maybe it's time to stop talking about random stuff and start talking about the game, because here comes Kronovi with an amazing goal, sets it up for himself, off the backboard, aerial after it, boom, in it goes, lead to Cosmic.
You look at goals like that, and they look so impressive and so picturesque, but the fact is that is like a standard play for Kronovi. That is just walk in the park, day in the office stuff for Kronovi right there, but a beautiful play, good goal, and that extends their lead, or at least puts them back in the lead. Oh, and now Sad Jr. setting up Kronovi. I think he made the contact there, and he did.
Session from Kronovi.
Yeah, big set of goals here, but Sad Jr. makes that setup, and this little touch that Kronovi does just allows the ball to tuck into the net there. So, the response, very effective for Cosmic.
Yep, absolutely. With all the pressure that Never on Target has put on them, Cosmic makes it so easy to get past them and score the counter goal. Maybe it's a bit too much pressure. Maybe they are not leaving enough defensive players back home. Just like in this situation where they all had to scurry to hurry back to their own goal. Luckily, Sad Jr. didn't quite get the redirect the way he wanted as it bounces off the inner frame. Kronovi just stopping short of launching that right into Hot Cheese. Would have gotten an easy clear.
Yeah, you saw Gibbs come up, and he kind of held back a bit there. which I think is what allowed it to deflect out.
Well, might be. Certainly had a reason behind stopping short just in front of the ball. 1 minute remaining in this game. Low five trying to get it in. Bounces off Gibbs, then onto the crossbar. Another shot coming in from Kyle.
Oh!
Slowly rolls into its intended target.
That took a long time to go in, but you're going to see this little side swipe here. And then they struggle to get them to go in, but both Kronovi and Gibbs just could not both fight it out. And almost closing the gap here with just under a minute to play.
Yep. They've got one more goal to go. They can pull that off again. They can even it back up. Secure the first game of this series for them. Cosmic still in the lead, though, both in the series and in the game. And Gibbs might get an opportunity here. Unfortunately, does with it after whiff from Classics. Coming in, Sad Jr. putting it in place for Low 5, who gets an easy aerial onto the orange side of the field. Classics can try to get the wall hit directly into Gibbs. The redirects it just back. Kronovi setting it up for Sad Jr. What an amazing setup from Kronovi and Gibbs to score.
Beautiful play here. You're going to see Kronovi gets that little touch. Both Sad and Gibbs charge in on it and allow that pinch play to go right into the net. I mean, that's, again, just that quality teamwork. Standard play out of IBP Cosmic. So, good stuff. Nice start.
Good stuff indeed. Again, we've got 2-point lead coming in here for Cosmic. We're extending their lead in this match, and it's looking like they will be taking the game 2 of the series here as well. Never on target, though, has shown a lot of promise so far. Maybe they were a little too aggressive at times, leaving themselves open for the counterplay. There, the ball finally touches the ground. I was waiting for that moment. GG it was indeed. Cosmic taking game 2 as well. Never on target. They are still hot.
They are, but they're definitely struggling a little bit. So it's getting to be at the point where, you know, certainly I think Not needs to figure out what's going on here, why they're letting these plays devolve the way they are. They are certainly the kind of effective team that can get the results they need, and I think at this point, if they can figure things out, they can get back on point and maybe take a game or two, or possibly the rest, off of Cosmic.
Who knows? Maybe they can do that. They certainly have shown that they are good enough players to do so. And I think with the way they've played so far, it's still going to be a close series, even if Cosmic may have taken the early lead. So here we go, Game 3 on Mannfield. The storm has gone away. No more rain. Maybe that is what Not needs to get a lead in this game and secure the first one of the series. Wide shot onto target from the back from Kronovi. And they let the goal wide open for that one.
Yep, didn't take a lot of effort out of Kronovi on this one. Just had to play it forward, got past the defense. You can see Sad came up there just to make sure that it was going to go in and guard those bounce spots, which it typically does hit, but didn't take much for Cosmic to get on the board here.
Yep, absolutely. 15 seconds in. Bit of a defensive misplay from Never on Target allowed that goal to go in. Let's see if they can come back from that. Hot cheese, getting a shot off onto target. Gibbs was in place to clear away, no problem though. Classics is going to lop it over Kronovi. But again, Gibbs back for the clear onto the blue side of the field. So Cosmic keeping control of the game for the time being.
And that's going to be the big thing that Not needs to work on. They're not going to be able to take any sort of games if they can't get some control over the way these games are being paced and everything like that.
The great shot. Lo-Fi is going to pick up on that. Get the follow-up shot. Ball just narrowly goes past him. And Kronovi does get the clear from the top of his goal. Now a wall hit on target. Lo-Fi did try to go for the touch, but in the end it wasn't too dangerous. It wasn't about to go, and Kronovi going to try an aerial goal here. Ball is in the dangerous position for Never on Target. Nice clear from Lo-Fi. Kyle tried to go for that one as well, whiffed it. So controls back in Sad Jr., but it's a bit of a mess in that corner right now. Kronovi going to attempt another shot from the center of the field. Kyle getting the clear. Sad Jr. again is going to try to lob it in, and they have to clear this away, absolutely, and they do manage just by the nick of an eye.
Huge effort there in net to try to get that ball out. It was in a dangerous place for far too long, and they're going to turn it around into a goal.
What an amazing goal from Lo-Fi. Right place, right time.
And Classics with that beautiful wall hit's going to play it all the way downfield. Lo-Fi manages to get in front of everybody. puts it dead center into the net. Beautiful goal there to tie this thing up. So the series has been exceptionally close here. It's just been, you know, slightly tilting in favor of Cosmic, which is enough to give them the first 2 wins here.
Yep, absolutely, but with that goal, the game is back even. It looked like one they have been waiting for quite a while, and for a bit of a crack in Cosmic's defensive wall. Lo-Fi's going to try to set something up, but that ball was not really coming at a correct angle to really do anything. Hachi's now putting it in the center of the field, but nobody was there to pick up on the setup. Classics blocking that wall that came in from far over on the orange side. Gibbs winning out that aerial battle with Lo-Fi, and this ball's in a dangerous position. Classics has to get the clear, and he does.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we're still seeing the same kind of basic team play out of Cosmic that we're really used to. As far as not goes, we're not quite seeing it. I think most of it is because they're being forced to play defensively so much in this set. And it's hard for them to orchestrate anything when they are kind of playing on the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely, that is true. Classics getting the ball past Kronovi right there on the side of the field, now putting it in the corner. Lo-Fi diving in there as well into the cluster that is going on there. Classics going to get the clear. Ball has been on the right side of the field for quite a while now, and Classics with a dangerous shot into the middle of the field, trying to set it up for his teammates, but Kronovi was trying to get that one, sneak one in. Fortunately, they were able to get the clear just in time.
Yeah, if you see right now, they're shutting down a lot of these offensive opportunities, except for this one, but not. May have picked a little moment there, but it wasn't enough.
And the Classics almost got the stuff. In the end, it went a bit off target. So 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play. Game is still even. Kronovi trying to snatch that ball off of Lo-Fi, who tries to get it past Gibbs, who sees through the ruse and quickly stops that dribble. Lo-Fi now in control of the ball, lops it up into the air. Sad Jr. getting the wall hit. And the ball goes off trajectory for anyone from not to really do anything with it. Here comes the bounce off the wall. Lo-Fi trying to pick it up. Kronovi with a save. This is a tense game. Not getting some opportunities here, but now Sad Jr. and Kronovi past any defensive line from not. Will they be able to get the ball in? Sad Jr. not quite getting the shot. Here comes Gibbs! And Sad Jr. bounces off. In it goes.
Aggressive fight in the net. Look at this one more time. Gibbs is going to come in with this bit of contact, but Sad Jr. ends up taking it off the hood. So, I think Sad Jr. pleased that he was the one who got to steal the goal instead of having his goals stolen from him, which is very frequently the case.
Yep, that one was definitely all Sad Jr.
Yeah, very clearly.
Yeah. Well, Cosmic going back into the lead. 1 minute left to play. Not will have to pump up their efforts here. Classics setting the ball up for Kyle potentially, but Kronovi saw that coming. Threw himself in with an aerial to clear it away. Classics again has to get the touch. Sad Jr. with a cheeky attempt just off target. A little bit too sharp on the angle. Lo-Fi's going to try to carry the goal in. Classics trying to set it up for Hot Cheese here, a.k.a. Kyle. In the end, 30 seconds remain, and there still hasn't been a decisive chance for not. Here comes Sad Jr. going to try to get the aerial hit. Whiffs it. And now it's Cosmic on the attack, which is definitely not the position Not wants to be in right now.
No, they are running low on time here. Still plenty of time to get one more goal. You can even do it with no time on the board, but with the amount of offensive time that's being spent for Cosmic here, I don't see Not having much of a chance.
Junior attempting one last shot. This has to be a 3-second offense coming from Not. Nope. Not gonna happen. Ball touches the ground. Series is 3-0 for Cosmic, netting them the win in the series. But it's the points that they're after. There's 2 more games to play, and Not's gonna have to take at least 1 game off of IBP because you do not want to be 5-0'd.
Yeah, it is, you know, it's a very surprising result in my opinion, just the fact that it's been so heavily tilted in favor of Cosmic so far. You know, the biggest concern right here is the defense of Cosmic. Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to say. Every chance that Not gets is being turned aside from every angle. So whatever approach Not is using when they finally get these offensive opportunities, they're going to have to revisit them a little bit and figure out a more effective way to approach the net that hopefully can lure Cosmic out of bounds and get them out of the net.
Yeah, strong defense coming in from Cosmic indeed, and we see it again as Gibbs gets a very, very crucial save right there. I think 9 out of 10 people who are not pro players would have messed up that one, but Gibbs makes it happen, gets the ball out of the danger zone. Just 10 seconds into the game, not with a big chance.
Indeed, great start here. And now they're back on the attack, and it's going to force Not to fall back on defense. Because that's their biggest problem, too, is just getting more chances. They just need to put the ball in the net more frequently. And not let Cosmic kind of run the show, which is what they've been doing lately.
No, absolutely. There are phases of the game where Not gets control and keeps the ball. Barrage is coming in low five! With a great dribble, Gibbs to save it just in front of the goal before it crosses the goal line. There are opportunities for Not, just like this one. Kyle will have to put that one in, and in it goes. 1 minute in. Not takes the lead.
Yeah, we're going to watch this from Classic's perspective again. He plays it off the back wall. And Kyle, on the wrong camera there, Kyle's the one who puts it away. Finally gets Not on board here. So.
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, a pretty good start.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have to keep that up. They have to keep their wall closed back home. So perhaps they should let go a little bit on the overly aggressive play that they have had in the previous games, which did net them various goal opportunities, but left their goal unguarded. And it looks like they are going to keep Kyle a little bit further behind to watch out for any stray shots coming in. He's going to move the back line up front there very quickly, though. They do want all three players up available in the opponent's side of the field for any potential opportunities to come in. Classic's going to try to get that aerial hit, but Sad Jr. blocks it away. Here comes Kyle again, knocking it off the backboard. Low five gets the wall hit, but nobody's in position to take it, and Kronovi is going to play it up front. Going to go for the aerial. But no real opportunity to go for a goal there, unless Sad Jr. comes in and takes the helm, but puts the ball a little bit too wide.
Yeah, so far what I've been seeing that works seemingly effectively for Not is really like brute force goal scoring. They're not going to get a lot of finesse opportunities against against Cosmic, so they're going to have to pick their moments a little bit better and just fight for it in the net. You know, take that ball right up to the goal line and then push it in and, you know, smash mouth play. And that seems to be working. It seems to be pretty effective against Cosmic because they have such a good defensive presence.
Yep. Against the strong wall, you're going to need a lot of rocks to throw against. And Not has certainly learned that in practice. But for now, it seems like they are focusing a little bit more on defensive play. Again, Kyle staying back when the ball is not in a secure position for them. They're going to want to keep this 1-0 lead that they have. There are two ways to win. Either you score, or you prevent your opponents to score after you've scored once. And this might be an opportunity for them, though. Barely goes past the goal. Gibbs throwing himself into an attempt from Classics to sneak one in. Cheese. They're going to get the opportunity, passes it back onto his own side of the field after it got blocked by Kronovi. Low five getting the wall hit. Setting it up for Dad Jr. No, he gets the double tap there, but Gibbs was in position to get the clear.
Yep, right now Cosmic back on the attack and looking pretty effective, and that's a nice, precise shot. I mean, Sad Jr. puts a lot of heat on this shot, and it ends up forcing the defender backwards. Couldn't even quite stop it. No chance there, so again, we're tied up.
Yeah, they didn't see that shot coming. Classics, I believe, was trying his best to get the save in that situation. It was a tough one to clear indeed. So now we're back even again. This puts a little bit of pressure back onto Not, because they definitely want to be in the lead. They do finally want to get that one series win under their belt in Game 4 of this series. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play. It's been a pretty even game, all things considered.
It has. You know, all of the matches haven't tilted very heavily. There's been, you know, maybe a 1 or 2 goal score differential. But other than that...
Classics!
Classics! Fantastic shot. Puts it in just underneath the defender here. We'll watch him the whole time. Set up from Gibbs.
Clear by Gibbs there.
Yeah. Sad Jr. just couldn't get to it. Sneaks in underneath him. And that could be a very, very critical goal here to give them a win.
Yep, absolutely. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. That's not a lot of time. And they were able to defend their goal against Cosmic for the bulk of this game. They're just going to keep doing that. But for now, all three members of them are in the orange side of the field. They are going to go for another offensive movement. But as soon as there's any semblance of them losing the ball, Classics immediately makes us retreat. I think they have realized that they want to play this defensively. Now he goes for an aerial hit. Doesn't quite get it. But luckily, Kyle was there to keep the ball in place. 47 seconds remain. Lo-Fi with a crucial wall hit. Has to get that one away from any dangerous positions. Kronovi going to try to brute force the wall into an advantageous position for him. But in the end, they are shuffling around a little with that ball. Nobody really getting a clear control. Gibbs now with the aerial hit. Kronovi not quite able to get the follow-up on that. Sad Junior and Classics clashing with the ball in the end. 30-second mark has reached us, and time is running out for Cosmic.
Indeed it is. I mean, it's been very solid defense on the part of Not, but the real situation here is that they're still letting all these opportunities happen. And, you know, you can't really just sit there and eat shot after shot after shot, especially as time is running so low in the game, because all it takes is one little mistake, one little slip-up, and you're done. But luckily, for Not,
there they go.
Pick up a win, so.
Not picking up the first one of the series for themselves. Certainly one that they have been looking for.
Yeah, I mean, that is the sort of finish that they really needed. They need to get on the board here. And even if this goes 4-1, it's not going to be very good for Not, but it is going to be better overall that they at least picked up some kind of win, and they're not leaving Cosmic in a position where they can just own that top spot in the NA region.
Up technically just going by stats. It is now Kings of Urban who are the top team in the NA region because they have the 10-0 sweep. And with Not taking the game off of Cosmic now, that bumps them down behind them. Technically. Well, of course, that doesn't take into account the opponents that they've played. Which also is a pretty large factor in all that. But here we go, Game 5 between Not and Cosmic underway.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. I mean, I think overall in the standings, if there's a loss here, we're going to get a bit of a tie for the top spot because, well, I should say, if Cosmic loses this, then I think they'll be in a tie for first place, since Kings of Urban beat Not last week 3-2 in their set.
Yeah.
So they'd have the identical records, and we'd have to start turning to goal counts and you know, all that other fun stuff we do when it looks at tiebreakers.
Yeah.
But it's only 2 weeks, so tiebreakers aren't that important.
I was mixing up Crown and Jewels with Kings of Urban there. My mistake. They do not have the 10-0 sweep. Here comes Not with a lead 40 seconds in.
Yeah, Crown and Jewels, they're going to remain as the only undefeated team here in the Pro League after their performance today. But Cosmic still stands a chance to get out of this with only 1 loss, which will at least give them secure ownership of that top place in the NA region. But they got some work to do, because I think Team Not is coming in with some momentum and some energy here.
Yep, they are. Early on, taking the lead. Lo-Fi again with a great setup right there. Here comes Kyle. Bouncing it off the backboard. Classics gets the hit. Another bounce, and here comes Kronovi to intervene. Get the ball out of the dangerous position there. Still in the corner. Gibbs trying to take control. Sad Junior putting it past everyone, but the ball not really in a good position for them to follow up on, giving Not enough time to go back and get the clear.
Yeah, they're trying to clear this out. They're preventing some of these chances from developing, but the ball is still hanging out on the blue side a little too often for Not's preference, if I'm Not. Oh,
no! Be messing up that shot! Luckily, Sad Junior was there to salvage it.
Yeah, we're going to see Sad Junior picks up that little disastrous shot and cleans that up nicely. So again, we're back to a tie.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit of deja vu indeed. Most of the games in this series have gone this way. Early lead from someone, then the other team evens it back up, then a whole bunch of back and forth until someone takes the lead near the end and manages to keep it. Will this be the story of this game as well? Kronovi now taking control of the ball. Lo-Fi the only one back in the goal to defend it, and he does get it straight onto Sad Junior, though, who doesn't get that much momentum behind that shot, and very dangerous situation. Lo-Fi getting a crucial clear right there, getting the ball out of the danger zone. It's now back in the corner. Lo-Fi knocking Kronovi out of the way before he can get his hand on the ball. Classics with a very crucial save there. The goal is certainly under attack here from Cosmic, but not keeping up well.
Yeah, they are coming in relentlessly. But just a lot of good defense on the part of Not. If they can get one more goal here, they'll be in a very good position throughout the rest of this game. That's just how low scoring it's been. It doesn't need to be a monumental win. But like you said, a lot of back and forth. This whole series is basically a big tug-of-war between these two teams. And the only only way you win it is just by pulling your ribbon just over the line, and that seems to be how it's going between these teams.
Yep, I agree with that. Tug of war indeed. We're past the halftime point. Classics now getting the touch right there. And instead of low 5, who saw that Gibbs was coming. Ball flying into a dangerous area. Sad Jr. going to try to bounce it off the back. Where here comes Kronovi for the follow-up shot. Kyle getting the redirect into a crucial spot. Low 5 and Classics both going for that one. Kronovi going to try to bounce it off for Sad Jr. to come in and get the shot in. But in the end, again, the situation not resulting in any goals. Here comes Classics with a shot. Going to bounce off the backboard. Kronovi there in time.
Yeah, there's two sides to putting up that much pressure on your opponent. The one side is, yeah, if you just keep beating at the wall, something's bound to crack. But the other side is that it starts to wear on you a bit. If you're just constantly putting shots on net and nothing is going in, you start to have to wonder, what do we do? What do we have to do to really get past these guys effectively? And what Not's doing is they're just putting a few shots, but not just hammering away at the net the way Cosmic has had to do.
Yep, and so far, their strategies have worked out for both teams with Pro 5 with the big opportunity as the ball finds its way into the goal completely unattended.
Yeah, that ball was hanging out on the goal line for a very long time, slowly rolling. Gibbs couldn't get to it in time. Low 5 just charged in like a bull, drills it home. That could be a big game-winning lead here. Yep,
absolutely. Lead for Not. Right now, this game!
That'll do it.
It's going to go in their favor. Low 5 getting a shot in and failed to clear by Cosmic.
Yeah, that will do it very well. Right in there, just a big insurance goal. Just over a minute to play, but the way these games have been, you might as well just say that's game winner. I'd be very surprised if they start returning fire, but well,
kickoff goal.
when you let in. When you let in a goal like that, then, yeah.
Oh, God. Classics just drove past that ball.
I mean, sometimes it's okay to whiff on the kickoff when you're trying to set something greater up, but you still got to have somebody there to fight that shot. And did not work out. So Cosmic's still in this game if they can flip this around.
Yep, 1 minute left. We're going to see an attempt from Kronovi to dribble it past, but Classic saw it coming. Knocked it out of the path. Nicely done by him. And ball finds its way to Kronovi. Doesn't really have anything to do with it, though. No real move that he can make from that position. Now Sad Jr. and Gibbs going to try to get the ball past Hot Cheese and Classics. And there's a shot into the hot zone. Gibbs trying to go for it. Sad Jr. intervening there, actually. Stealing it away from him. Bouncing it off the wall. Giving control back over to Not. 30 seconds remaining. If the game ends as it is right now, then Not will have their 2-3 series.
Yep, could be exactly what they need, but I know Cosmic's going to be relentless, and there you have it.
Kronovi with a shot.
Beast mode shot here. Played off the wall by Sad Jr., floats in front, and then he just goes for that high angle, just beats the defense, and we have a tied game here between Cosmic and Not.
20 seconds left in the game. This might be on track for overtime unless Not or Cosmic can make something happen here. Last minute. Will be able to do so. Low 5 gonna get the shot on goal. Gibbs with the clear. Will Kyle get the follow-up? No, he will not. Sad Jr. now in possession of the ball. Classics will have to intervene there. And it looks like this is gonna go into overtime here. Classics trying to keep the ball away from any shifty business. Here we go. It's time. It's overtime.
Yep, no such luck there. So we are going to go to overtime. It looked like a very good start for Not, but they weren't able to hold off Cosmic for another couple of goals, especially with that poor kickoff decision.
Oh yeah, he's got to be Classic's got to be kicking himself for that one. That goal was completely preventable and would have gotten themselves the win if it hadn't happened. And here comes that Junior flying in from the center of the field, clenching the 4-1 series for Cosmic this week.
Outstanding showing by Cosmic. A lot of people doubt if they're still the effective NA team that a lot of people think they are, and when you get things like that and results like that, it is hard to argue the point. They are indeed very effective, to say the very least.
Yep, absolutely. Great series from both Not and iBUYPOWER Cosmic. In the end, iBUYPOWER Cosmic winning out here getting the first 3 games under their control. Not then coming back with a crucial win for the Stats until they lost Game 5 to Cosmic due to an unfortunate kickoff goal. Now he's got to be kicking himself even more for that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, you can't afford to give up mistakes like that, give up goals like that. Not at this point, especially in the way the series had been with how close every game had been. That's just a complete lapse of judgment, to say the least. So, not exactly what they were hoping for. But it looks like we are getting just about ready for our final set of games of this set.
Absolutely. The game that was supposed to be in this place, but unfortunately due to some due to some issues with timing from one of the teams, we are going to play it now, and it is going to be Nexus versus Orange Creamsicle, and we have talked extensively about this matchup. It has happened before in the qualifier. Orange Creamsicle won out, but it was with an incomplete Nexus squad. They got their squad together now. Pluto Lacinio fell. No insolences in there this time around, so we'll see how that affects their play.
It could only be positive for them, all things considered. This is a Nexus team that flourishes when they have their full roster in effect. They are exceptional playmakers. And, I think the bigger question here, at least in my opinion, is just what kind of team we're going to get from OC. How are they going to bring this performance? We haven't seen them in a while. So
No, that's true.
I think that's a really big result here to find out what's going to happen.